2 weeks after I got the exact thing I've been asking for, I started doing exactly what I teach my clients not to do. In the presence of something magnificent, in the presence of a calming blessing, I started looking for the conflict. It happened subconsciously. It happened as an automatic behavior. The reason I'm sharing this with you is because I'm currently in the process of rewriting that, changing the meaning of the story. Remember, it's not the story that matters most. What most matters is the meaning we give the story. So I'm rewriting the story, and I'm hoping that by sharing this with you, it will give you some insights on how to jump the line and not have to go through the ongoing cycle of when's the other shoe going to fall? When's that terrible thing actually going to happen that I know is coming somewhere? It's a subconscious belief. My name's Christian Raphael. I'm a medical support clinical hypnotherapist and one of 5 hypnotherapists that worked on a 4-year, $3 million NIH study comparing hypnotherapy to drug therapy in the treatment of a condition that affects over 30 million women in America. And in the long run, it was determined that hypnotherapy is more durable than drug therapy in the treatment of urinary urgency and incontinence. It comes down to mind power, the mind-body connection. So our thoughts influence our behavior, influences our actions, influences our experience of life. Our thoughts, our experience of life are our dominant thoughts manifesting. So I was sitting at the tea house on Canyon Road in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Santa Fe was really busy and hot that day, and I'd found a place to park in the parking lot that was just west of the restaurant. And I'm sitting there visiting with someone that I'd been conversing with in Messenger for about 2.5 weeks. And what was interesting is that my nervous system was calm, it was relaxed and peaceful. Things were smooth, and I noticed it because it's seldom upon meeting somebody new that I'm completely that much at ease. It was remarkable. So subconsciously, I'm looking for the exit signs. It's like, what's really going on here? Right? Why is this happening? Why am I so calm? And as I caught myself thinking about this, and then later reflecting on it, I realized the source of this. The source of this idea that chaos follows calm. And I traced it back to 2006, when I went from a penthouse apartment overlooking the Coconut Grove Yacht Club, being reunited and close to my kids again, having a high-powered job, being the chief operating officer, having a lot of direct reports, building databases, building team, building alliance, building harmony, but also building friction with my boss, who was the owner of the company. And in a 40-minute boardroom discussion that ended in disagreement, I went from what I call a 6-figure income to a go-figure income. And that crushed me. There was a ripping away of identity that was palpable. And I landed hard. I'd spent 24 years climbing to that point, only to lose it, boom, in the blink of an eye. That hurt. Not only did it hurt me, it hurt my wife at the time, and it hurt my children, but it put me on the road to something that's magnificent. I wouldn't change what happened. I'm just noticing the blessing, and I'm grateful. And now as I think about what's going on at the tea house there and why I was looking for the exits to see what's really going on here, I realize that the subconscious mind is a powerful thing, and it will generalize an experience in a situation and give one skills and tools to move away from life-threatening situations and towards life-enriching situations. And it all happens in a split second. All happens in a split second. So I went from the 6-figure to go-figure to then the what the heck figure, and spent time playing music at night in bars, coffee shops, to make extra money and to build my skill in front of people, sharing songs that I had written that were cataloging my experience of life, thinking that if I can share something that will benefit someone else and it connects us in a way, then the world's a little bit smaller. I've taken all of these life experiences and I've taken conversations and I've taken ways of thinking and being, and I've loaded them all into a predictive model. And the predictive model looks at many different variables. And at the end of the day, what I believe is that we're in a point in time in life now. It's just my belief. Okay, so you just get ready, feel your feet on the floor, because it might go out there a little bit. I believe we're in a time and place right now in this point of history where we are in a new axial, A-X-I-A-L age. Look it up, Google Axial. It's a time and a place where all the great Eastern philosophies, Zoroastrianism, Buddhism, Taoism all came together, sprouting up independently in densely populated areas, and set the tonality for how people showed up in the world. I believe we're in one of those now. And the one that I believe that we are in now will significantly and fundamentally change how we interact in the world. And yeah, it's probably going to be scary for some folks because it's going to challenge the identity, how we hold ourselves. Identity. I am what? And Rene Descartes said it as, I think, therefore I am. What if the I am that I think I am is unworthy, not good enough, not lovable, or stupid, which was mine growing up? What if that's the identity that I hold for myself? And the I think, therefore I am must show up as evidenced by those things. But what's going on now, I believe, and I'm experiencing and I'm seeing around me, is that there's an identity reclamation opportunity for people to claim. And it's here for us now, here and now. On July 27th through 31st, from 5 to 6 p.m. Mountain Time, I'm running an identity reclamation challenge, an experience for entrepreneurs to heal and lead, to really dig into the identity that they're holding themselves to and realize you don't have to go from 0 down to 0. But if you did, there's a blessing in that. You don't have to drive around in circles. But if you did, there's a blessing in that. You don't have to have 2 divorces, chronic illness, 27 moves in 26 years to climb the ladder. But if you did, there's a blessing in all of that. So the registration link is in the comments. I invite you to come on in, check it out, and have fun learning more about the truth of who you are. Here's a hint. The truth of who you are is infinite. Until next time, this is Christian Raphael signing off. Be kind, be well, be a blessing.